Okay, this is my designer poster. So my designer I chose was Coco Chanel. So Gabrielle Bonaire Chanel, commonly known as fashion designer Coco Chanel, was born in Smyrna, France, August 19th in 1883. Coco learned how to sew and started off as a seamstress at the orphanage she grew up in. Chanel opened her first shop in 1910 in Paris selling hats that she designed. Chanel's style was rooted in minimalism and practicality. She drew inspiration from her humble beginnings and work as a seamstress. She was best known for her functional yet elegant outfits and would later on expand it to much more than just clothing. I chose Coco Chanel because she's one of the top fashion designers, and I love how she wanted to create elegant, timeless clothing that empowers women. I also chose her because I want to become a fashion designer myself, and she is what I aspire to be. So these are the poster images that I chose. Up in this top corner, I chose her very well-known tailored tweed jacket and tweed skirt outfit. And then down here, I chose a picture of her most famous purse that she released, which is the quilted black leather with the chain straps. And then this is just a sketch for Chanel, like an outfit sketch. And then this is an image of Coco Chanel herself in her later years. And then I added the Chanel No. 5 fragrance, which was the first fragrance that Coco released, and also probably one of the most well-known popular items from her. And then I also added pearls because Coco Chanel was one of the first to popularize costume jewelry, and she also would often be wearing pearls, long pearls with her outfits, so she was very recognizable for pearls. In this photo, she even is wearing some pearls. And then these three colors are my color swatches that I decided to stick with for my palette. I did the black and white, which she often commonly used for her outfits for their striking contrast and also just the timeless nature of black and white. And then I added in this like champagne color to kind of tie in with the Chanel No. 5 and also just have like a little pop of color. And then these are my sketches and my reference posters. So for my posters, I really liked how like the layout of these were. I also really liked the bold text and the way that some of the images overlapped with the text and some of the text overlapped with the images. And I kind of just thought it was very a dynamic way of a layout that really caught the attention of the viewer and kind of allowed them to follow along with what was going on. I also liked how they had minimal colors, which was more what I was trying to go for with my posters. And then these are my two sketches for my posters. They're pretty basic of layouts. I just know that I really wanted the text to pop out, and yeah. So these are my process ones, like the first ideas that I had. I liked how the images on both were very bold and kind of like the main thing. I really wanted the Coco Chanel to stand out. I also added like the image of her, obviously, and then the pearls. I liked how this one kind of was like this other poster that was kind of like a newspaper. I thought that was just like an interesting layout. And then for the image one, I wanted to make sure to have kind of like all the elements of Coco Chanel. So like the sketches that she would do, her clothing, her fragrance lines, and then the jewelry, while still having like her name and everything be kind of the main focus. For my feedback, the information poster needed a little bit more to be more dynamic. I also wasn't hitting the requirement of images and like people kind of, so I needed to add more with that. Both of them obviously needed the captions. I haven't done that yet. And then just maybe a little bit more framing. And then for the image poster, I needed to change the Coco Chanel fragrance to her original bottle because the Mademoiselle one was a little bit later in the Chanel line. So this is the finished one for my information poster. Again, it was kind of referencing this poster that was like a newspaper. And then I kept with the logo, or her name being the biggest part of it. I wanted to add in a sketch from her, then her bag, and then her pearls kind of going across. So I thought it was kind of dynamic how they kind of overlapped and how the text kind of went around the pearls and the bag. I think the pearls also helped kind of guide people's eyes with the text. And I just think it brought a little more interest to the page. And then this is the final image for my image poster, and I ended up switching out the sketch right here for her signature because I thought it felt a little bit more authentic and like personal to her brand. I wanted the Coco Chanel to really stand out compared to everything else. And then I had her famous tweed outfit, her Chanel number 5, and then the pearls. So it still kind of stuck to each category that she ended up having and creating. And I have like simple colors to stick to what her brand is with the simplicity and elegance, timelessness. So I kind of wanted it to not be too cluttered, a little bit more simple and timeless. And then these are my references. I just have like the Chanel website and a couple other websites. So thank you for listening.